Yo! How's it going, everyone? It is that time. Once again. Nice and early. 7 AM UK time. We are back for the Dokkan early stream. New Frieza missions out today. I know, the pinnacle of peak difficult content. Yeah, let me make a... made a We Are Live tweet. In fact, I'm not even sure. Where's my new live thumbnail? Yeah, how's everybody doing this morning? And to bear with me while I try and figure out where this thing is now. There it is. Did anything but log in and do my dailies. Yeah, fair. It's the new Frieza. Yeah, new Frieza missions are out now. They came out an hour ago, I think, or 2 hours ago. Gotta remember to do these. All right, let's do this. Do these daily missions. Get our meat items and stuff. And make sure you do that every day. Good evening from here in the west coast of the US. Yeah, Eric, how's it going? Nemu, 6 PM here, just getting dinner in the oven before the rest of the fam gets home. Nice. Yeah, shout out to everyone who's here already, nice and early. Make sure you guys on the YouTube hit that like button. TikTok joiners, make sure you follow. People on Twitch, hit that follow. No need to fear if I am here. Jade Rex, how's it going? Yep, apathy, the UI apathy over the weekend held true. Like, I think it was like 271 nails in total. Apathy dodged every single one of them. Now, I've only just started the stream, so we're going to be doing the missions here in a moment. We're just going to do the dailies first, and then we'll be going on to do the Frieza event missions. Never mind, that's just, yeah, no worries. It's funny actually, because, you know, I was thinking about it, because it's funny for the memes and the fact that obviously people were trying to snipe apathy, but it is funny that he basically is essentially celebrating not supporting me. Confirm that apathy is not Harudagon. I know, right? Imagine if Harudagon could dodge like apathy. He'd probably still be a somewhat usable unit. I mean, to be fair, if every dodge-based unit dodged like apathy, then the game would be so much easier. Need a UI apathy emote. I feel like I have to summon for this LR. I gotta have luck after missing hit with 600 stones. Yeah, I did. That's pretty much the same boat as me. I did one rotation on Goku, so like 150, and then 600 on hit. Didn't get him. Didn't get either of them. So it's true. Supporting my own way. I dodge, they keep trying. Gotta collect my gift box stones today before they disappear tomorrow. Trying to see how many stones I got. Nice. I got hit off a YOLO. What, single or multi?
Right, let's do this.
I was gonna say, if there's a single, don't let Mega Nice find out. Guaranteed dodge when an enemy contains the name Apathy. But yeah, if that's the thing with the schedule change and the fact that we're now going to be having the like global anniversary, the 1.5 year anniversary, whatever you want to call it, like that's it. No one should be summoning now until that comes out. Let's do these.
All right, let's do this.
Enemy named membership, yeah, true. When World Tournament Awards on JP, yeah, like today, right? I got 2 hits on JP within 450, and then Goku with the free tickets. Damn. Makes up for my terrible anniversary luck. Yeah. I said they were going to do something for global. Everyone told me I was wrong. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just because people like JP. It always feels like JP has always been the prioritized version. So like the thing I was saying is that I think they just wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't change the schedule. And then literally we'll just get like something in the news that was like, oh, it's the anniversary for global. Here's 50 stones, everyone. And like that'll be it, basically. I went from 500 stones to 1,590 stones. Damn. Maybe that saving the gift box stones is the move after all. I just couldn't do it. I'd see that little, like, the little number there, and it would annoy me. You should have announced the schedule change right after the anniversary. I don't like that they announced Worldwide was moving this close to the date it's happening. Yeah, it's interesting though, at least like they announced it, like, which is weird.
All right, let's do this.
It's kind of weird for them from like a business move. They announced that the schedule change like at the same time they announced the Part 2 LR, but like with the schedule change it makes it so that it's less good value to summon for the Part 2 LR. So it's almost like they're like with the producer layer, it's like here's the Part 2 LR, and now here's why you shouldn't summon for them, basically. Yeah, Solus, how's the game? Now you'd have to imagine that they planned this out for like that they would have had the entire 10th year thing like planned. So yeah, it feels like like I said in the video that I made yesterday, like whatever would have been the worldwide is now just going to be in July. Wow, a level 3 bronze defense. The Whis event is so good, you guys. I don't think they were thinking that KNC would be big sellers. I mean, I don't know. They are like probably divisive characters, I would say, in the fandom, because like some people just absolutely hate them, and then there's people that love them. So I think they always, like, those units always perform relatively well. Alright, let's go and have a look then for these Frieza missions. I'm gonna swipe him. I'm gonna try and do what Bringer did. He jumped up basically 1k stones. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you can, just leave them all in the gift box. Because yeah, we could have some fun with it with the teams, because obviously the missions aren't exactly the, like, this event isn't the hardest event. I've not been active, I'm pretty sure. I'm an OG. Most Dokkan YouTubers I was there when Ryan made Dokkan content. Yeah, that's a long time ago. Put a reminder on my phone so I don't forget, yeah. Yeah, maybe after Kale and Caulifla have dropped, because I will summon for them, obviously, for the content. Although, I'm save in case the global celebration is Daima. Yeah, that's the thing. Now that we know that that celebration is going to be in July and it's like anniversary level, I do wonder if maybe it is just best, like, obviously it'd be a bit disappointing, I guess, because it means like no summon streams, but like maybe it would be best to just, for me, to just not summon for anything before then, and then just do like all the videos with the new units just on the private server. So we've got super bosses, mastered evolution, and rapid growth. Yeah, that's what I said in the video that I put up yesterday, right? I think it's just going to be what the worldwide would have been, but moved to July, basically, and then called the Global Dokkan campaign. So super bosses, I'm just going to make a note of it here so I can look at it. Mastered evolution and rapid growth. Now that we know when the data download is for JP, I do expect the Tech Girls EZA. Yeah, the EZA details today. Yeah, I think you have to, I can't remember, but the one that I use, I think you have to be like invited to be able to use it. I'm just going to bring up the Frieza event details. I actually can't remember. The full power Frieza at the end doesn't actually hit that hard, does he? Oh, it's Golden Frieza at the end. Hits for 1.1. Oh, is that it? I actually thought it was more than that. So the hardest he hits for at any point is 1.1 million. Isn't full power Frieza? What was the thing about people saying full power Frieza was worse? He doesn't like raise attack or anything. Why did I think this stage was harder than it is? Just imagine Tanabata being Blue Vegeta with Part 2 Rose. That would be so good. I'm doing yet another festival run with hitting Goku EZA on Hit's team so far at AGL Vegeta Blue. Nice. Okay. I thought third form Frieza raised attack. Unless the wiki's just not listed it correctly. Apparently none of them have... No, apparently none of them have super attack effects apart from the physical second form one raises attack for 1 turn. This can't be right. I was thinking we'd just, like, for fun, use 3 different teams. Frieza was nerfed after release. Oh. Well, there we go. Use the support Frieza. I'm going to use a unit of each typing, because then we can use that World Tournament Goku Black. Who else? Use Ink Goku Black. Seriousness is over 9,000. Yeah, the Frieza event is the true seriously serious event. Stats unheard of. I mean, yeah, you can do Universe 6, and which is super bosses and rapid growth, but then it's like, I don't know, I thought this would just be more fun, get the most out of the content. Because where's rapid growth? Oh, hit is actually on there as well. Because that's the thing, I don't have hit, but then Kale is also rapid growth. But you also have to remember that especially without having your own hit, like, and the new Kale and Caulifla aren't out yet, this team kind of sucks. Because we could just do that. Thought it was on an LR third form Frieza that goes into final form. Active skill Krillin explosion. Yeah, at least we've got the friend in hit as well, to be fair. But, World Tournament rewards are tomorrow for Global Paloa. But yeah, let's make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's jump in here. Okay, so for this team, for the Frieza event, we can do super bosses and rapid growth at the same time. Obviously, if you do have your own hit, this will be significantly easier. You also have the team built in such a way that the Tech Caulifla should have 100% chance to dodge. Actually, no, because we've got a friend hit as well, so it's like, I think she has like 96% chance to dodge, something like that. So we'll do this. Obviously, hit is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Of course, yeah. If you are summoning for Kale and Caulifla, they'll be able to make this mission a lot easier. Also, we might potentially, at time of recording, we haven't yet, but we might get news on the Tech Kale and Caulifla EZA. If they're going to come out the same day as the LR, then we would see news on Twitter today, right? Because it's before the maintenance and data download. But otherwise, I'm not sure. But yeah, the thing you have to remember is that obviously the Frieza event is... it's nice that they add missions to these older events, because it's something that we talk about all the time, that we wish Dokkan would do more. But, you know, sometimes it's... I guess it depends on the level of your account and everything, because for some people, it is nice to have the more like medium difficulty missions, events getting missions, because the hardest hitting Frieza boss in this event is the final boss, the full power Frieza. And he only hits for like just over 1 million. So for most teams, it's not really going to be much of an issue, this event. So, you know, it's one of those things, like, it's a fun little thing for them to add some missions to. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for most people, right? Should be able to get through these missions relatively easily. And in a way, that's cool, because it means they can add more random, like, niche categories for the missions. Which is not really what they've done here, obviously, because we've still got the missions being based around like the newest characters that have just come out and are obviously really good. But yeah, it would be nice if they did more, like adding missions to red zone stages and stuff like that, right? Like we just had some for the Goku story, Vegeta story, but only versus the final stage against the Blue Goku or Blue Vegeta. But we've got the Demon King Piccolo, like the DB Saga, Red Zone. I like some of the fights in the one from the Worldwide, where you have like the second to last fight was the one against the Family Kamehameha Gohan. I think that was technically it wasn't a Red Zone, was it? It was a Supreme Magnificent Battle. Have they actually added, that's a good point, have they actually added any missions for Supreme Magnificent Battle stages, like since that came out? I'm trying to think. Because yeah, Goku and Frieza, oh yeah, Goku and Frieza was technically Supreme Magnificent Battle. But either of those, right, like, there's a lot of harder events they could add missions to, which would be fun. Stuff like this is kind of like a, you know, oh, it's nice that they did something, but not like a huge amount of challenge. I mean, when AGL Kale is still relevant in the event, you know, the event is not particularly difficult. I need to get Caulifla and Kale together. Let's do this. That's the thing, not that it even matters. The difficulty's not high enough that that's like, oh, we need to get our rotations like sorted straight away. And obviously, yeah, in hit, like I said, is going to do a lot of the work here. Yeah, Goku and Frieza I think might be the only one. But yeah, some of those fights could be fun to add missions to. I like the Family Kamehameha Gohan one. Starts off with like 3 enemies. And has what, like 3 more phases? And the last one, the super... It's not super crazy, I think, well, obviously, especially not by today's standards for events. I think his super at the end only hits for like 2 point something, but still a fun event. Alright, so Caulifla should still be fine in slot 1. Like I say, with this team build, I think she has like a 96% chance to dodge. So, you know, there's still that 4% chance that we could get unlucky, but she is also a stacker, so she should at least be tanking normals relatively well. Like I said, this guy is not the hardest hitting. His normals at this point still only do like 230k, so, you know. I'm just autoing the missions. I mean, that's the thing, with the right team, like, you probably could just do that as well, to be fair. Like, even units who don't go in slot 1, like Kefla, her start of turn defense is probably high enough that even if it put her in slot 1 and she didn't dodge, she wouldn't be taking that much damage. So we've got full power Frieza. We've also got the all the active skills now as well. So we've got super serious hit. You can transform Kale as well. You know, considering that we've got some support on the rotation from the Int Kale, hit could actually just solo Frieza here. Depending on how many super attacks he wants to do. Because he jumps up by so much within the turn. That additional normal doesn't help. And then, yeah, we didn't get the 4th attack either. Unfortunate. Watch Int Kale get blasted by a super now. Easily. additional normals. I love how I say that. We're like, oh, we could probably one-turn this Frieza, and then we get the worst possible RNG for, like, additionals. Good times. Yeah, literally, like, hit doing one more super, Frieza would have been dead. Just do this. Wow, all those STR orbs spawned in at the top, so what I thought was going to be like 4 orbs just became like 10 orbs for Kefla. Crazy. Alright, now we're into the final turn against Golden Frieza. But yeah, as you can see, it's not exactly been a challenging event, has it? Super attacks in the middle. I mean, really, we just do this. Just active skill and take off basically half of his health. Yes, physical hit. Dokkan attack, let's go. 4 million attack stat. War Beast. AGL Dokkan Fest Kale. I mean, I think they should easy A the AGL Dokkan Fest Kale to really make that Universe 16 good. Because just getting the Tech Kale Caulifla easy A and the new LR Kale Caulifla, it's not enough for like the whole team to be good, right? You're still going to have to run at least 1 or 2 characters that really aren't that great. Because obviously you got the new LR, Tech Kale Caulifla if they easy A, the new hit, and then those are like the 3 really good Universe 6 characters. So they should easy A in Kaba because he was Tech Kale Caulifla's banner unit. And then yeah, HL Kale. I think it's unlikely though, easy A Kale, but never say never. Dokkan does weird things all the time, and they keep going on about how for this year specifically, for the 10th year, they're doing more like crazy different things. So, but there you go, 9 minutes 52. Considering these are all old Universe 6 characters, including 2 free-to-play units. So, as I say, the event missions, not super difficult. Nice easy way to get 5 stones and some equips, which are just for Friezas, right? Yeah. Anyone whose name includes Frieza. So I mean, hey, at least when we finally get a new Frieza of some kind, we'll have some good equips for them. But yeah, let's. That was Super Bosses and Rapid Growth. Let's go ahead and jump into the Mastered Evolution one. Oh, so early in the morning. Time to make the donuts. Alright, so Mastered Evolution team. What sort of thing are we thinking for this Mastered Evolution? Tech Trunks or ROF Blues as lead? I mean, ROF Blues as lead could be kind of funny because it is against Golden Frieza at the end. I imagine not a lot of people necessarily are going to have them though, but Master Evolution has Vegito and Gogeta on it. I mean, come on. What? They couldn't have picked a... Well, they probably could. Still. Probably like Pure Saiyans or something. But I was going to say, they couldn't have picked like an easier category. Should we try and just use like a, I guess like a full Pure Saiyan Realm of Gods team or something? See if we can actually do it with that to set up. Which of these guys is the Mastered Evolution support? Not you. Is it the AGL one? It's not even support, he just gets buffed per Mastered Evolution ally on the rotation on the team. Shame there's not enough a good blue Saiyans, because we could use the gods as well, but they're obviously really good. I could have sworn one of these guys was the support. Oh, yeah, they're all allies, crit and defense, okay. So we could just float both of them, I suppose. RF blue is the definition of disappointment, true. Damn, so if only we could get one other Super Saiyan blue that was a good slot 1. But yeah, I guess we'll just use the gods. Super Imp, Pure Saiyan, Realm of Gods. Alright, so fortunately, because this event has like unlimited attempts, we'll just jump in and then jump out again. Because yeah, we need a in ROF Blues friend. Definitely never thought that would be something I'd be saying. When does the banner drop? I made a video about it yesterday. It should be Thursday morning, about 2 hours and 45 minutes ago. So, what, 45 hours and 15 minutes, something like that. I'll bring her in Dark FV. Full dodge. Do a Super Saiyan 3. Alright, so since this event is a little bit easier, we're going to try a sort of meme team here for Mastered Evolution using the ROF Blues. Of course, they were a very disappointing unit on release, but we're going to use their full 200% leader skill. So everyone on the team is like a Realm of Gods pure Saiyan character. And we're using some of these older, like, because we fight Golden Frieza at the end, so using some of the ROF characters from their celebration, like the Blue Vegeta supports and stuff like that. So because we actually get like the resurrection of F Link active here as well for that extra 10% attack and defense. Let's go. And of course everyone's favorite unit in the game, the Saiyans without limits. Yeah, the ROF Blues are a character like we were talking about the other day, but in terms of like a character that really needs to be like redone, that I'd like to see, like not something brand new, but just something that's been done but needs like a second go around. The ROF Blues are definitely up there as a choice. Like a lot of people don't like Resurrection of F. I enjoyed it enough for what it was when it came out, so I was really looking forward to some sort of like Blue Goku and Vegeta card from ROF, and then we finally got one, and oh boy. I wonder who is more of a meme, this guy or that. It's got to be this guy, right? I could say this guy or them, but the Saiyans Without Limits has become such a meme now. Yeah, when you think of mid, you think of the ROF Blues. Yeah, the free-to-play Saiyan Saga team is really solid after the revamp and like the version Z, Easy A and stuff. Like, they can be very good. But yeah, there's a couple of different options you could do for Mastered Evolution. I mean, you can basically do like a full Super Saiyan 3 team. The only thing we have to worry about here is that if the physical second form Frieza just AoEs straight away. Although to be fair, it's very possible that the gods just absolutely destroy him anyway. You take it easy, Jade Rex. Yeah, they are a meme that transcends Dokkan. Like even other things, like other games and other like I've seen other random like Twitter memes for stuff that's got nothing to do with games or Dragon Ball, referencing the Blue Boys like memes, which is crazy. But yeah, as I somewhat expected, the Easy A gods being the absolute monster unit that they are, just crushing second form Frieza here. The gods literally being the only character. They're all Realm of Gods pure Saiyans, but the gods being the only unit on the team that aren't Super Saiyan Blue. They will be when they transform, but... And then yeah, we've got the new blue Kaioken Goku Easy A for that floating support in slot 3. A little bit of HP loss, but it is what it is. I think that's probably, we were talking about it in the first part, about them adding these missions for easier events. And then them not being as much of a challenge. But I think this is probably one of the more fun like aspects of them doing that, adding these missions for the easier events, right? Because if they added a Mastered Evolution mission to one of the actual difficult like red zone stages, then obviously we would absolutely not be using this team. But the fact that for this event we can use this team and actually get away with using it is kind of fun, right? Having these missions for the slightly easier events, it lets you use more varied teams and some of these units that we haven't used for ages, like the AGL and STR Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Easy A's. I can't even remember the last time I used them. Probably can't be that long after like they originally released. So yeah, blue Kaioken Super Easy A doing huge damage there. Alright, well we might as well just get the extra stack here for you. Grab the HP back that we lost from blue Kaioken, back to 100%. Carnival 220 for a pure Saiyan lead anytime this year. I don't know. It's just, I feel like they still are going to apply the same sort of logic to Carnival LRs that they have been since they started coming out, where apart from, I guess, movie bosses and superheroes have probably been the two best ones, but like there's certain categories that I feel like are, I almost want to say, like too good. And if they get a 220 lead, that would just straight up be the best team in the game. Like, imagine a Carnival LR that leads Pure Saiyans 220, and then you could just have the 2 10th anniversary fusions, the 2 7-year EZAs, and then any other Pure Saiyan unit of your choice that you think is one of your favourites. And then that would be like the best team in the game. Alright. So yeah, I feel like Pure Saiyans is probably one they'll stay away from. We do need some more like Realm of Gods buffs. Someone was saying about it earlier, but the idea of like Tanabata or something like that being revamped Blue Vegeta versus Rose. Because yeah, that fight where Vegeta like beats down Rose, we've only got the one unit in the game that's like a representation from that fight, the super old Int Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And obviously because he's very old, he's got a very outdated super attack animation. I'd love to see a revamped version of that card. Yeah, no, there's still no Dokkan Fest Baby in the game. I think that's probably now, at this point, with some of the characters we did get, like, towards the end of last year, probably, I would say, one of the most anticipated Extreme, like, releases is going to be that guy. I mean, at this point, as we're so close to the end of the event, we might as well just start popping all of these transformations. Let Vegeta actually get some attacks in, and then have the Blue Saiyans absolutely destroy Frieza here, if he even survives, to be fair. Could you imagine a Saiyan blood category that includes both pure and hybrid Saiyans? I mean, yeah, you could probably argue like that would probably end up being the best category in the game. Yes, even Int Frieza being able to, Int Vegeta tanking for double digits on the super. I mean, according to the Dokkan info stats, this Frieza's super attack literally only does like 575k. So, yeah, look at that, Blue Boys with the massive nuke. Full power Frieza. Oh yeah, we didn't even actually have another Future Saga ally on the team, did we? So there's no... the Blue Boys didn't even have their actual passive active. Unsurprisingly, no fusion though. I mean, in this kind of event where we're unlikely to lose a large amount of HP, getting the fusion was probably never on the table. Those 4.3 million attack stats though. I mean, this Vegeta, I mean, the only hope for these ROF Blues is that they get a good ECA. Because, like, the Vegeta could be good. He shouldn't have the limited turn or Rainbow Orb changing, considering he needs Rainbow Orbs to get his passive actually to fully activate. So, need to give him, like, permanent Rainbow Orb changing. Maybe give him some, like, damage reduction per Rainbow Orb obtained or something as well. But yeah, the ROF Blues, like, as disappointing as they are, like, I feel like you could quite easily give them a really good easy A. But we'll see. Yeah, obviously the god's just gonna destroy Frieza here. Where's my Dokkan Fest exclusive Cyberman? Where's the easy A for the that STR like Team Cyberman card? Alright, so but yeah, this is what I mean, like no rainbow orb changing. So then once his initial passive runs out where he only changes orbs for a couple of turns, now we can only get one rainbow orb for him. Also, getting the Dokkan attack with the blue boys who are only getting their 12 key is kind of funny. But hey, at least it's an easier event. But yeah, let me know how you guys got on with these missions. Let me know what teams you used. I think the fact that you can use some more like fun teams, because that's the thing, if like the Vegeta and Goku missions, like them adding missions for sort of janky categories but to really hard stages can be a significant challenge sometimes. Especially if you're trying to use no items, which you don't have to because that's not, you know, it's not part of the mission. But it is nice to have these easier ones and use some fun teams for a change. I say for a change, like obviously some of the top meta teams are still really fun, but yeah, it's nice to use something a little bit different. 23 to 25 million for the Kaioken Goku, that's crazy. Alright, well, I guess let's just do this for the end here. Yeah, the ultimate Super Saiyan Blue finisher for this event. And there we go. So that was Mastered Evolution with the ROF Blues and a full team of Realm of Gods Pure Saiyans. But yeah, there's a bunch of different methods you could use for this. I mean, the 10-year fusions are on Mastered Evolution. So straight away, like, you can make some busted teams for this mission. But yeah, we thought we would do something a little bit different, a little bit more fun. Can't wait for the ROF Blues Easy A. But there you go, that was the final mission. So let me know how you guys got on. Obviously, like I say, I don't expect anyone will hugely struggle with these, but what teams did you use? Did you just absolutely steamroll these with the more powerful teams, or did you have a bit of fun with it? Let me know what you guys used down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ninja. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Hit does have a very good team. Considering it is like accelerated battle, has some of the best units in the game on it, so you can just throw them on it. They don't even have to be units that work particularly well with Hit, but just like the fact that you can have the 10-year fusions on the team with him. The Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks on Mastered Evolution. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we can, because it will be very quick. We can just for fun run it back with the Super Saiyan 3 team. Kale Caulifla will be out on Thursday morning. 45 hours from now. But yeah, Gotenks is on here. Let's go to... Let's do the reset for... So I put Mastered Evolution. Let's do Mastered Evolution and Super Saiyan 3. So who would the leader be? Not you. You have to be you. It's crazy how some of the Super Saiyan 3 characters aren't on here though, like STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and whilst he's not the greatest, and I know his EZA was underwhelming, like, he'd be fine. Yeah, technically Gotenks is the best leader, but then he completely restricts you to only using the Majin Buu Saga Super Saiyan 3s, so he couldn't use Daima Vegeta. Which isn't the end of the world, but... But I want to use them. Well, there actually is a guest friend. Yeah, I just thought that Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku isn't on Mastered Evolution either. I know he transforms, I guess it's because he transforms into Super Saiyan 4, and the Super Saiyan 4 doesn't count as the Mastered Evolution yet for him, but like, at that point he's had a Super Saiyan 3 for, like, how many years? Like, he should be on it just because of Super Saiyan 3, more than anything else. Right,
let's do this.
Let's give this a go. The bonus Super Saiyan 3 team Mastered Evolution run. Using double int Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Because yeah, you could use Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. The team would only be different by one unit. The Carnival LR Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, because then the whole team would have to be Majin Buu Saga. Which I think, to be fair, our whole team is Majin Buu Saga apart from Daima Vegeta. So it's not that difficult to have one other Majin Buu Saga Super Saiyan 3 character instead of Daima Vegeta. You could even just use the Super EZA Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Because obviously they make it so that the Dragon Fist Gokus count as Majin Buu Saga. But yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. Oh, nice. What a start. Goku gonna get the counter for the Ki Blast Super. That'll probably kill Frieza. Yeah. Nice. Stop hitting yourself.
Not bad.
And obviously an event like this we don't have to worry about Daima Vegeta's like slot 1 capabilities. He's AoEing at the end of the turn. It doesn't even matter that we're putting the int guy there because obviously this Frieza doesn't AoE super anyway, so regardless of where he supers he's going to be hitting everybody. But remember that Daima Vegeta gives all of the allies on the rotation defense with his super attack effect. So by the time, if this Frieza even survives to be able to super at the end of the turn, everyone's going to have like massively buffed defense anyway. Because they'll also have all attacked. But yeah, it's just a bonus run for Mastered Evolution. We've already done the Mastered Evolution one. We did it with a mean like Realm of Gods Pure Saiyans team, but someone in the chat wanted to see a full Super Saiyan 3 team version as well, so we're doing that now. Build up this Goku. I mean, that's the thing, this event is such that we could probably just build up this Goku's damage reduction and he'll still be relatively good in slot 1. Because obviously he loses overall damage reduction as the event goes on, but it's a super counter again. Let's go. Yeah, Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is a Carnival LR. There is a possibility that he returns on the Kale Caulifla banner, which would obviously be very good and gives that banner a lot of extra value if that is the case. Because otherwise I feel like the featured lineup for the Kale Caulifla banner is probably not going to be particularly good. But because like the last Carnival banner, which was Gotenks, had one other Carnival LR and then one Yellow Coin LR featured. So whilst this banner, like the Carnival LR, the other Carnival LR could be Gotenks, the Yellow Coin LR is probably going to end up being like AGL Kale Caulifla because obviously she's a Universe 6 character. And then yeah, it's just like a bunch of TURs, but they're all non-Dokkan fests, right? So it's going to end up, I'm sure it's going to end up being a bunch of stuff like all just the random Universe 6 unfeatured characters like Tech Caulifla, STR Kale, like Int Bota Magetta, like, so the banner's not going to be particularly good. I do love STR Dragon Fist Goku. I mean, he's at the point now where he's outdated for difficult content for certain aspects. I mean, you could still use that Dragon Fist counter turn, like, in certain situations, but I always thought he was a bit underrated. But yeah, also remember, in terms of numbers that we're seeing, everybody's only getting a 170 lead, right? Because that is the leader skill for the in Super Saiyan 2 Goku. We're getting all these special animation things, like, I didn't even realise, because yeah, this Frieza doing the unarmed super, so Dragon Fist Goku, I always forget he can actually do that. So yeah, we're getting all of the counters going on here. Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku countering the Ki Blast, Dragon Fist Goku countering that unarmed super. You love to see it. Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll get the other Goku to transform, depending on when he's next going to come back onto the rotation. We've got one of them to transform at least. Hey, Prof, how's it going? But yes, it is a Carnival banner, so chances are the lineup is going to be terrible. And most likely no pity as well. So I think I'm going to do a more detailed video going over all the details and stuff, especially once we've had the data download, so we have confirmation on all those things. But yeah, I think with the schedule change, this is what we were talking about yesterday, and the fact that we're now going to have this big like anniversary level campaign in July, I would advise that for most people, regardless of how much you like the look of the unit, like the Kale and Caulifla is like an easy skip. Should we try and get the Dragon Fist? What's the bet? What's the bet in we go to use the thing and he doesn't actually super this turn? Or it's in like slot 3. Do we save it for like the last phase? Right, let's try and get it now. Is he going to super? He is supering in slot 1 as the first attack of the turn. Let's go. Alright. Obviously, Daima Vegeta normally is kind of locked to slot 1, but with this event not being hard enough for that to be a huge issue. Right. Yeah, getting all the animations in this video. Oh, we need to get Daima Vegeta's active skill in there. Typical though, my luck as usual with physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku, he's not going to transform into Super Saiyan 3. But I guess to be fair, any units that have like HP below a certain threshold conditions aren't going to be very easy to get for this team, for this event, considering how weak it is. Oh, the other Goku should transform though, because he's going to be on the turn. Like he's now going to be on the next turn after this, right? So we'll be in the new phase. Let's just do this. I should allow Dragon Fist Goku to counter multiple supers. Yeah, because he counters the super and then automatically dodges everything else. But if you're against a boss that supers twice and supers twice in the same slot, then he should be able to double Dragon Fist. That would be hilarious. Alright, so the other Goku's going to transform here on the last turn. Well, the last phase, I should say. So there we go, Daima Vegeta slot 1. Can't get the 6 orbs for Goku, but that's fine. Double digits. Yeah, he got hit by a super as well, so he's gonna get his full passive is unlocked for this turn. So big defense buffs for everybody as well. Because what is he gives like 33% defense to all allies within the turn of each super. So the other two Gokus now have an extra 99% defense. But yeah, Chaotic Arbiter, that's kind of what we've been saying, like with it, these being missions for a slightly easier event, you can just use a bunch of old, like random units and just make a fun team, rather than when they add missions to a difficult event and you have to use like the best team build for that specific category, otherwise you're not going to win, and even then it can be hard. Whereas for this one, we can just throw like fun teams together that fit the category. No, the fact that we used an ROF Blues, like Realm of Gods team, and got the W, and now here using the Super Saiyan 3 team. Yeah, of course he didn't finish him off. We don't have Gotenks' active skill ready either. Shame. It would have been a nice finish him off with the active skill turn kind of ending. And of course, no physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku transformation. But yeah, obviously if you replace Daima Vegeta with another Martian Buu Saga character, you can use Angel Goku or if Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, depending on who you have as the leader, because they're all Martian Buu Saga Super Saiyan 3s. Because unfortunately, when it comes to Mastered Evolution, like obviously if we wanted to run a full Super Saiyan 3 team, we could use a different build. But a lot of the other Super Saiyan 3s, like the STR Vegeta and the Heroes characters and stuff, are not on Mastered Evolution. So, but there you go. That's a bonus team for doing Mastered Evolution, the full Super Saiyan 3 team. So there you go. But yeah, let me know what teams you guys used down below. I'll probably tack that into the video. I mean, I wonder if there is a team set up. I think Kale and Caulifla will get added to that team when they come out, so might not be able to do it until then, but yes, there's only those two characters, so no, you couldn't do that anyway. But yeah, what was your Genius post on the worldwide video? I swear I looked at the comments on that video quickly before I started the stream. We have a shared anniversary, whatever the global Dokkan campaign is going to be. Original stock for worldwide will be filled with something way more interesting. A multiverse crossover campaign. 2 months filled with crossovers from different Dragon Ball games. Could you imagine? But yeah, shout out to everyone who is out for the stream. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We keep getting, whether it's like YouTube deleting old accounts or like people randomly getting unsubscribed, which is a thing that people have told me recently has been happening, but we keep getting back to 30,000 subscribers and then dropping back down below again. Like last night when I went to bed, we were back down to 29,999, and now we're at 29,997. So we've gone back to, after getting back to 30,000 over the weekend, like during the World Tournament weekend, we're now back to being a couple below. Yeah, Super Saiyan 2 category is basically non-existent. Could the Super Saiyan 2 category beat this event? I mean, to be fair, at least we have the new Gohan and the Super Easy A Gohan. We probably could. Because the Tech Vegeta got his Easy A and he's the leader. I'm trying to keep the whole team as like Super Saiyan 2s. Although, yeah, of course, there's no tech Martian Vegeta friends. Tech Super Saiyan 2, yeah, it's literally the only Super Saiyan 2 leader that exists. Obviously, you can get other, like, there is crossover with other categories and stuff. Like, I mean, this team is a full Pure Saiyan team, right? So, no, we got Gohan as well, but then he's on Earth Protecting Heroes. So technically, you can just use the Vegito friend, but, and then yeah, Bardock is on Pure Saiyans, like. Just set mine. I mean, yeah, any version of him is fine. Just to jump in and back out again. No, that's the wrong button. Yeah, exactly. Like a new Super Saiyan 2 leader is basically redundant because of how it fits so many other, like, other leader skills can just be used as the leader instead.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. Slap it all on a Super Saiyan 2 Dokkan Fest Kaba. Could you imagine? Because that's the thing, all they have to do, if they wanted to make another Super Saiyan 2 leader and have them actually be good, is you just have a Super Saiyan 2 as one of their leads, and then have Power Beyond Super Saiyan as the plus. Because obviously all Super Saiyan 2s are on Power Beyond Super Saiyan, so it'll be fine. He's got to get a Dokkan Fest exclusive eventually. I mean, I don't know. We were talking about this the other day in terms of characters who... Because obviously there's always the argument, which I don't like, where people are like, does such and such character deserve a Dokkan Fest? Because people then always throw back to characters, like, especially it'll be characters they don't like. So it'll be like, oh, well, if Videl can get one, anyone can get one, even though Videl is like, you know... While she might not do a huge amount in the series, she is literally part of Goku's family. Like, she's a main sort of character in the series. Especially with the focus being on, like, Gohan and Pan in Superhero. Like, you don't have Pan without Videl. But I don't know, Kaba just feels like one of those, like, lower tier side characters. But yeah, I mean, eventually... I could see him maybe getting one. It's just that he's not a very hyped character either. Like he definitely fits. Like he would be a filler Dokkan Fest for sure. Just some random celebration like, oh, it's a Dokkan Fest Kaba. But like, would people be excited to summon for that? Maybe some people, I guess. But like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy that Krillin doesn't have one. If we want to talk about like, where's the Dokkan Fest for like insert character here? Like, how does Krillin not have one? Reverse exchange Kaba and Vegeta. That could be good. Yeah, Kaba feels like one of those characters that like he would work well as part of a card with somebody else, like a Vegeta, but not necessarily like as his standalone Dokkan Fest. I don't know. I mean, let's see. Let's put a poll in the chat. Would you summon for a DFE Kaba? Then we can have yes, no, but then also only if he's busted. There you go. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I mean, yeah, Yamcha got one from the Saiyan Saga, and Saiyan Saga Yamcha did barely anything. And he got a Dokkan Fest, and his card was actually relatively good, like on release as well. So I'm over here playing Dokkan on BlueStack Simulator. Just got it back. Any tips to make it not laggy? I'm not really sure. 4 gig of RAM is obviously not a lot, but then also, I don't know. I'm not really sure how much is actually like required to run Dokkan at a reasonable rate. When is the summon coming out? Thursday morning. So it's what, 44.5 hours from now or something. But yeah, I mean, this show goes to show how easy this event can be. The fact that we are going to beat it with the Super Saiyan 2 team here. Like, to take Vegeta, who in difficult content is really, really good defensively after supering, but can't really go in slot 1, and then still slot 1 tanks the super attack here. Got LR Trunks and Broly. I mean, yeah, but that's only as a free-to-play character, right? We're talking about a summonable Dokkan Fest exclusive that you have to spend stones on. Yeah, we've got these Frieza event missions for today, but like they're obviously very easy to complete. So it's not like that's creating a crazy amount of content. There's a thing out about the Elden Ring lore things and Night Rain. I lost my festival runs because of additional normals, so no. That's the worst part, like as we've said many times before, the worst part of the festival thing is losing, not because you get killed, but because you don't kill the boss in enough turns. It's such a disappointing way to lose an event. Because if you get killed, then you can always be like, well, I should have done this thing differently, like, you know, I made a mistake here or something. But oh god, yeah, I remember having BlueStacks ages ago when I used the emulator.
Really are something else. Damn you, Caterpillars. Loving, kind-hearted Saiyan like you even exist. Only you can do this. You are number one.
You are number one. Alright. And yet another run where Goku doesn't transform. But like I said before, right, any character that has a thing that's like you must be below a certain amount of HP, you're probably not getting it in this event. Let's see what the Vegeta gets here. 41 million on the active skill turn. I never pulled AGL Jiren or Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is potentially going to be featured on the Kale and Caulifla banner. It's probably going to be Gotenks or Jiren, but I have a horrible feeling because like Jiren makes more sense because even though obviously neither of them are on Universe 6, which is Kale and Caulifla's leader skill, but Jiren is a Universe Survival Saga character and has the Universe Survival Saga lead, so it makes more sense for him to be on the banner. Like, he fits the theme of more, but turning after like a year. Sorry, I'm playing on laptop. 3,000 stones. Should I summon on the Hit and Goku banners? I would say no. They've just announced a new schedule change, so there's going to be a celebration in July now, which is called the Global Dokkan Campaign, and it's basically going to be the like halfway anniversary. So they've said that the event is essentially going to be on the level of an anniversary like type event. So that's what you should save your stones for, because chances are the banners will have the actual anniversary headliners coming back for the first time. And so if you've only just come back, you'll have missed those, right? The 10th anniversary characters. World Tournament Rewards will be tomorrow. And then, yeah, the banner's out in like 44.5 hours. Yeah, what is this worldwide celebration? We no longer do that here. Alright, shout out to all you guys out for the stream. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If we are going to get some news this morning, because the maintenance is tomorrow, so there's a possibility that if Kale and Caulifla's EZA is going to come out the same day as the Part 2 LR, then in theory their EZA details should get tweeted out today, which will be in like 25 minutes. Now, they didn't say that the worldwide celebration was stopping, but if you watch my video from yesterday, like the way the new schedule is laid out, there's no room for the worldwide celebration basically. I think they're going to drop a Kale Caulifla maybe for anniversary to help Universe 6. I don't think so now. I think if they were going to, it would have been part of this like thing. But yeah, not only does it not make sense to have both, but they also just don't fit, because it's like we'd go from the worldwide. They showed the picture, right? But we'd go from the worldwide straight into it'll be the new one, the global Dokkan campaign, straight into the worldwide, then straight into like the Tanabata. But remember, like, we're not losing anything, because as I said in the video yesterday, like whatever the worldwide celebration was going to be, that will now just be what this new thing, like the global Dokkan campaign, that's what that will be. I like how they have Saiyan Day and Golden Week, but they don't make the... Worldwide Celebration is technically a rebrand of the download celebration. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it had a different name once before as well, so... And the celebrations have evolved over time anyway, like the Worldwide Celebration or the download celebration used to be different. Obviously, both the Worldwide Celebration and the Anniversary weren't originally LRs either. Okay. Interestingly enough, the poll for would you summon for a Dokkan Fest cover, yes is winning. I thought only if he's busted might be the one that wins, because then it's like, yeah, I would summon Finn, but only if he's really, really good. Otherwise, no. But the just flat out yes is actually winning. No, Jan's Gaming, how's it going? Ahoy, we need a burst mode for the Legendary Frieza event. That would actually be good, yeah, with these missions, because then if you really wanted to, you could not up the difficulty at all and just still get the missions done nice and easily. But if you really wanted to, you could then make the event a lot harder. I mean, for the main celebration Dokkan for the year, they don't make all units Dokkan Fest LRs. Yeah, I think to be fair, I think I was slightly thrown off because I've never seen anyone use DKF as an abbreviation for Dokkan Fest. Usually people normally say is DFE because it's like Dokkan Fest exclusive. So for some reason, when I saw DKF, I was thinking of Demon King Piccolo. I was like, what? Because obviously it's DKP normally. I just got confused in my brain, which is a very easy thing to happen. Yeah, no, his intro animation. So Dokkan Fest exclusive Kaba, his intro animation is him like killing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and then being like, "Who's next?" Global Dokkan celebration, channeling my DB Saga wishing. DB Saga or LR Kid Boo. That would actually be the ultimate like payoff of the meme, as if they changed the celebration around so that we're now having a big celebration that's kind of to celebrate Global's anniversary, and that's when they do actually finally release LR Kid Boo. That'd be great. LR Chadits this year, trust. I mean, again, as I said before, right, as long as they make him good, I'd be hyped for an LR Raditz. Like I've just always thought Raditz design was cool, like aesthetically, and they've just never like done anything. Without Heroes, when I'm surprised we didn't see some type of brainwashed Kaba versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, that's the actual funny thing, is Heroes actually genuinely could have done Kaba versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, that would be hilarious if it was part of the Dokkan global campaign thing. Like, Dokkan Fest LR Raditz, and he's the best unit in the game. It's time, I'm going to be pissed they get a celebration with DB Saga gets one repeat, one LR. Yeah, there's just, I guess it's just because it's so old and so many Dragon Ball fans like haven't even seen it. Like, as much as DB Saga fans will probably hate to hear me say this, Daima is just probably more hype than Dragon Ball Saga. In like any Dragon Ball game that's out at the moment, doing a Daima celebration would be more hype than a DB Saga celebration for most players. Don't know how I feel about the new John Wick movie coming out next month. Is it next month? Wait, which one's that? Imagine LR Raditz in slot 1 has 99% damage reduction, but also cannot do damage. Like his passive says, in slot 1, all damage from this unit becomes 0. I mean, The funny thing is, like, that unit would still be good, because if he had 99% damage reduction, he would still be, like, invincible in slot 1. So, he would still be useful, because he's like an unkillable slot 1 unit. But yeah, I don't think they would ever go that far. Even if they made a unit that was, like, a super invincible slot 1 tank, I don't think the trade-off wouldn't be that they do literally 0 damage. Even if he's not doing a lot of damage, he would still be doing some. And it's the spin-off movie from the series. That's some girl called Ballerina. There's John Wick in it. Oh, yeah, I think I heard about that. Because isn't it like... She's from the same, like, Russian, like, assassin family thing that he's from. The one that he goes back to see in, like, John Wick 3. That's the thing, I don't mind that, like, you know, these spin-off type things of, like, set in the same universe, as long as they're actually good. Because especially with the first movie, I mean, they kind of... I think it's one of those things where the mystery adds a lot to it, so then when they start explaining more, it makes it less, like, mystical, I guess, I don't know. But, like, in the first movie, it was so good that they kind of showed there was so much lore for, like, the universe, like the stuff with all the, like, the gold coins and, like, the hotels and everything. And then, yeah, because did they ever actually make the series? There was supposed to be a TV series coming out called The Continental, which was just about the hotel. And it was going to have, like, different characters in, like, each episodes and stuff. And then obviously they teased that there would be, like, a John Wick cameo at some point, but the series wasn't about him. Okay, yeah, apparently it does exist. It's on Amazon. Literally the first thing that comes up is a Reddit thing that says the Continental series is so bad it hurts. Apparently it's about Winston when he was younger. The guy that runs the hotel in the movies. So that means it won't have a John Wick cameo then, because they've gone back in time like 40 years or something. Keanu is still the GOAT. True. Yeah, Big TX, how's it going? Also, it is funny how the John Wick, like, one of the good things about the first movie is how, to a certain extent, like, how realistic it feels. Obviously, it still has the, like, John Wick is this invincible one-man army, but, like, it feels somewhat grounded, I guess. And then you have, like, by the time you get to, like, John Wick 4, everyone has, like, bulletproof suits and all sorts of crazy things are happening. Apparently the movie is about her facing off against him. Wait, really? But yeah, most of the things about the series, I didn't even realise it had actually come out. But yeah, most of the comments about the series saying that it's terrible. But yeah, I mean, they could do tag, like, they could do that. I don't think they would do like the first time we're seeing Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta, like the adult versions. I don't think we would see them for the first time as a tag unit, but that feels like something that they would do after we've had both of those units separately, and then as like an anniversary, like the GT Duo or the Buu Duo kind of thing. Like once you've had them separately, then there'll just be an anniversary like tag unit or something. I could see that.
I would get stronger. Stronger than the enemy, and stronger than you.
Alright, keep at it.
So a good starting rotation. The Vegeta and Trunks LR, like when they get their Easy A, they have a high chance of going back to being one of the best units in the game. Probably not the best, because I don't think they would give a random LR. I say random, they are a Dokkan Fest, but like give an LR an Easy A that suddenly makes them better than like Tech Vegeta or HL Gogeta. So probably not going to get an Easy A that makes them the best unit in the game again, like they were when they released, but they could definitely still be very, very good. Kid Gohan beating up Bardock. I think it's funny that the blue Vegeta has more links with Vados than he does with Gohan. Yeah, Vegeta and Trunks, absolute monster unit on release. It's another one of those funny like periods in Dokkan history though, where it's like people didn't want to, like some people didn't want to admit they were the best unit in the game because a lot of people thought that the choice of that unit as a Dokkan Fest LR was bad. Because like oh, just because, oh, the bit they're from in the TV show, they didn't even do anything. They like didn't even do any damage to Zamasu. It's like, yeah, but the unit is cool. Obviously, with the way Joint Forces categories work as well, it was kind of annoying because they're Vegeta family, but then obviously not on Realm of Gods or Super Saiyans. Or Power Beyond Super Saiyan. That is the best thing about reversible exchange, like not having this issue with the categories anymore. Any chance we get LR Cooler Easy A during Global Campaign? I mean, I guess technically, like, when did we get the last worldwide unit Easy A's? It was the Frieza and Goku, but they were part of the worldwide celebration, part of the anniversary, so I think they probably would wait longer to do the next lot of worldwide celebration EZAs. But I mean, it's always possible, especially if they're hyping it up as it being an anniversary level campaign. Then could you imagine if that was part of this like global Dokkan campaign for the first time this year, like all 4 of the cooler worldwide LRs getting an EZA? That'd be crazy. Tech Bardock in line for his EZA too. Man, I hope his EZA is good. Now, the polls kind of evened out a little bit now that more people have voted. We've still got a few people in the stream judging by the viewers and then the number of votes that have not voted, but the yes and no are definitely a little bit closer now. For the would you summon for a Dokkan Fest Kaba. Yeah, EZA Tech Bardock and the Great Ape Squad. That would be good. In fact, they still haven't done them yet. Because then that will be helpful for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4 Goku's team. Potentially 3 minutes until we get the news, if there is going to be any. Because yeah, if there is going to be news, I imagine it will be like the Tech Kale and Caulifla EZA details. But I dislike Tech Pan. Yep. It is you, right, that's like always pulls her 50 million times. It's like any time she's on a banner, it's like, well, they made Blue Vegeta tag with UI Goku. It would have been better than the principal normals. Well, I mean, the thing is, you have to think, like, obviously there'd have been a whole new kit because there'd have been a kit for Goku as well. But even if they'd made him a tag unit, like his passive would have been exactly the same. Like, yes, I don't want to see another copy. I feel like that with the Tech Kale and Caulifla and Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku after my summons and hits banner. They were apparently the only 2 featured units on the banner when I summoned. Most wanted unit would be a what if of Beast and UI. I mean, I feel like that's something that they would do eventually. I guess it depends as well, especially if like Super ever does come back. the fact that we're now getting to the point in the manga where it's like, well, we're at the point in the manga where like Beast and UI Goku both exist at the same time and have even had like a training match against each other.
I never knew this level of power existed.
Well, it doesn't look like there's a Dokkan tweet. Isn't Super coming back? There's been no confirmation yet, as far as I know. Yeah, no Twitter news. So, I mean, unfortunately, as much as it sucks for Kale Caulifla's team as well, I did kind of expect that we're not, because we're getting the Part 2 LR, but we're not getting the Tech Kale and Caulifla EZA like on the same day. But yeah, it'll probably be the Tech Kefla stage. So yeah, we're getting Tech Kefla burst mode and a new stage of the Daima story event. But yeah, that's it. So no other news. But yeah, maintenance tomorrow morning, which means there'll be a data download afterwards. Although seemingly the maintenance is only announced for JP so far, so it'll probably be one of those things where we see the news for the celebration on the JP side only. But alright, well there we go. So that is going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you check out the second channel. Link is pinned in the chat. I'll be playing some more Expedition 33 later on, basically like 11 hours from now. So do go check that out, and I will see you guys all again soon. Have a good one.